Hajro Sujak. And fighting out the red corner, wearing the leopard trunks. He's a 4-time Silver Gloves national champion, 2-time PAL national champion, 8 times Junior Olympian and World Junior Olympian champion. And he comes to us straight out of Brooklyn, New York. Please welcome Curtis Stevens.
Well, it's interesting in D.C. you have a battle of the New York boroughs, Brooklyn versus Bronx, as Hajro Sujak of the Bronx, New York, taking on Curtis Stevens of Brooklyn, New York. And talk about a resume. 8-time Junior Olympic champion is Curtis Stevens out of Brooklyn, New York. Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds here at the Platinum Gloves Invitational. Gary Digital Williams alongside the Fight Dr. Jerome Spears and the ambassador, Vincent Petway.
And I tell you, just looking at the way Stevens is built, he kind of almost has a kind of a David Tua type a posture about him, and we'll see if he has any delivery similar to David Tua.
Well, he's trying to throw the left hook, which is a David Tua signature. And he's backing up Hajro Sujak.
Boy, he definitely does know what to do with that left hook, and he's starting to find a mark with it.
Hajro Sujak, total defensive posture. By the way, in Sujak's corner, one of the legends of professional boxing, former lightweight champion of the world, Carlos Ortiz out of New York.
And those body shots have just taken a detrimental effect on the Sujak. There's no doubt about it. Stevenson is having a lot of effect both to the body and the head with that left hook. And we're just 30 seconds or about a minute into this first round.
There's that double left hook to the body, left hook to the head. Champion, I tell you, that was a tremendous double left hook. We've seen that a lot tonight.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what you've seen a lot of tonight, especially this is a warranted 8 count. It's definitely needed. The body shots were tremendous. I think taking his toll early on Sujak.
First standing 8 count of this bout in the first round. Curtis Stevens trying to continue the damage on Hajro Sujak.
Sujak needs to keep doing what he just did there, was use the jab. Don't pin himself into a corner, just get out and use his jab. Try to keep this train wreck from coming on.
Beautiful uppercut by Stevens.
Oh, tremendous left hook.
And Stevens could be in, Sujak could be in a little bit of trouble.
I don't think the referee saw the left hook, because that was a tremendous left hook. I believe if he did, he probably would have gave another standing 8 count.
And there's the left hook again to the body. The referee to his credit, is staying close.
So now we have to look at what Sujak's corner is going to do. There it is, the legendary lightweight champion of the world, Carlos Ortiz.
To give your guy a little bit more rest, to give him a chance to recover from some of those body shots that he took earlier in the first round. And Sujak come out and establish his jab to the body himself.
Sujak trying to use more movement.
And that's exactly what Sujak needs to do. He needs to keep moving, giving him angles so this guy does not pin him into a corner.
Well, I'll tell you what, once Stevenson closes the gap and gets in good position, boy, he knows what to do with both the left and the right hand, but particularly that left hook. And he's had a lot of success with him here in this fight so far.
Oh, good body shot.
Beautiful body shot. And Sujak, he felt that.
Well, you heard a grunt.
And you see him dropping his hands now, noticeably trying to protect that side, knowing that there's another left hook with his name on it, just trying to find that spot.
And that's what he needs to continue to do. Just keep shooting that jab out there, hopefully to keep this guy at bay, from landing those big left hooks to the body. Oh, good body shot himself.
Yes, indeed.
And now he's coming back with a pretty good left hook of his own.
That got Stevens' attention here.
Exactly, I believe he's hurt.
Sujak showing a lot of competitive fire here in this bout in this second round.
I believe that may be taking some sting out of Fever there, Curtis Fever.
It may have, at least just for a moment, but it seems like this guy has a lot of mental toughness and resiliency. But he takes another pretty good right hand there. So this fight is starting to get very interesting.
And this started, guys, with the jab, champ. It started with the jab that Sujak started to use in the second round.
That's what he needs to stay with and can go back to it. I don't know In the professionals, that's a little illegal, but you can't stiff arm. You can stick it out there to par with it, but you can't stiff arm. And I believe that was enough to turn the tide in Sujak's favor in that round.
So good comeback round by Hajro Sujak out of the Bronx, New York. And now we see in the corner of Curtis Stevens what Stevens has to do to turn the tide back in the third and final round.
And I believe you got to also look at some, fatigueness here. You look at Curtis, he was pressing, having his way, but now he's not having his way. We got hit with a couple good body shots. Some of that wind and some of that sap that he had in him has been taken out of him. So we have to see who's going to be, fit enough in this third and final round to be able to pull it out.
So now the mental component comes in, and it's going to be a mental component of trying to realize that you've got some physical pain and adversity to go through, but mentally you've got to work your way through that and still do what you've got to do to be victorious. And so it's going to be a good check time for both these guys going to this last round.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for both fighters, please. This is the
third and final round here.
And Sujak comes out and do the right thing and establishing a left jab. He landed a double left jab. I think he needs to continue to do that to be effective here in this third and final round. Good move
by Stevens. Good foot move by Sujak, but he did get caught. Left hand from Stevens.
And he must go back to that double jab because Curtis is coming. Oh, good body shot there.
And that's going to be a standing 8 count. And Sujak's claiming it was a low blow. It will be a standing 8 count given to Hajro Sujak.
In other words, we're going to say you need to continue to double that jab up because Curtis is coming over top with a right hand over top of the jab.
And now, another gut-wrenching shot there from downstairs on the part of Stevenson. And that 8 count is giving him new resiliency.
And there's another one. That's the second one. It's Curtis Stevens after a second round where Hajro Sujak looked to turn the tide, as Stevens has the tide back in his favor. And now Sujak has to fight with a little bit more urgency.
There's no doubt about it, Gary. At this stage of the game, he's basically fighting for survival. I mean, in terms of the fight being stopped potentially, I think if he gets stopped one more time for an 8 count, it might be a stoppage to stop the whole fight. So he probably is aware of that, and now he's battling feverishly to try to tell basically the referee, let me continue on with this thing. I want to be competitive.
Another great body shot by Stevens. Goes the waiting moments of this third and final round. Oh, what an uppercut there. Right hand uppercut by Curtis Stevens.
And Sujak's coming back with some big shots of his own, but a little short.
And that'll do it for this bout. And again, another great bout with a lot of poise shown by both gentlemen, a lot of skill involved. Bob, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 178-pound division champion comes to us out of the red corner, Curtis Stevens. Medal to Hajro Sujak.
Curtis Stevens, I tell you what, I hope you don't have to go through a metal detector with all this hardware. You like to think like a Christmas tree.
Nah, it's going to be hanging on my wall in my house.
Okay.
Like a showcase.
Pretty good fight you had on there tonight.
Yeah, I got a little tired because I wasn't in the gym really, but I'm going to get in the gym every day now.
Has anybody ever likened your style to David Tours?
Yeah, yes, of course. I just came back from Northern Michigan University, the Junior Olympic Nationals. I won that, and so good. It was good.
Okay, well, listen, you did real well. You did real well. We wish you continued success.
Yeah.
Continued success in your boxing career.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, hang in there, folks. Now back to ringside.